Now we are going to talk about our vocabulary words for this week. The first word that we're going to talk about is this called. Listen to the word.
World. There are many countries in the world.
Okay, so I'm going to have the computer say it and then you say it. Ready? Listen to the computer.
World.
Now you say it. Good job. The world is the planet Earth. See this big blue and green and white ball here? That is where we live. If you were way up in space and you didn't see, you looked back and you looked at the planet we live on, like if you were in a spaceship, this is what you would see. Isn't it pretty? It's kind of neat seeing it that far away. An example of how we might use it is there are many countries in the world. What is the weather like in our part of the world? Well, I'm looking outside right now and I see that it's sunny. It's a little bit cooler than it was during the summer because it's the fall now. So the weather is a little bit cool and it's sunny today. Depending on what day you're watching this video, the weather might be different. Now, let's look at this picture of the world. The world is the planet that we live on, planet Earth. I can see North America. Look right here. See this section? That is North America. That's where we live. And we live almost straight well, not quite where I put the dot. Let me erase that dot. It went a little bit farther than I wanted it to go. We live sort of right here in North America. Somewhere in that area is West Virginia. I just think it's so cool to look at the globe, look at the planet from outer space. Okay, our next one is
Nature. Two sounds I hear in nature are birds singing and leaves rustling.
okay, I'm going to say it and then I want you to say it after me. Ready? Nature. Nature is the animals, plants, and life that's all around us. It all makes up nature. Two sounds that I hear in nature, as the computer said, we can hear the birds singing and we can hear the leaves rustling. What is your favorite way to spend time in nature? My favorite way is to go for a walk through the woods. I love walking through the woods, especially in fall time after we've had our first frost and you can actually see through the woods, the leaves are gone and stuff. It's so nice to walk through. You can use your senses, you can smell the cool, crisp air. You can smell the leaves on the ground. Maybe you can see the the animals up above you. You can feel or touch. The air is touching you. You can feel that. You can touch a tree. Look at this picture of the birds singing on a tree. Nature is all the things in the world that are not made up of people. So people, you and I, are not nature. The house that we build and the buildings we build are not nature. Nature is the stuff that's natural around us that humans don't make. We don't make the trees, they just grow. We don't make the rivers, they just flow. We don't make the birds and the bees and all of that, maybe the wind We don't make any of that. It just happens. That is what's considered nature. Okay, let's look at the next one.
Materials. I gathered the materials I need to make a birthday card. Materials. Materials are things needed to make something or do an activity.
So, I'm going to say the word and I want you to say it. Ready? Materials. Very nice. So materials are anything that's needed to make something or to do an activity. So a lot of times during the school day, I'll have you go get your pencil box. Your pencil box has materials in it that we can use to make something. Also, you can see in this picture, they're gathering materials to make birthday cards. You see magic markers. You see maybe that looks like construction paper. So materials is anything that's used to make something. Let's look at the next one.
Games. One of my favorite games is soccer.
I'm going to say it and then I want you to say it after me. Ready? Games. Games are fun activities with rules that people play, like basketball, baseball, volleyball, maybe tag, soccer. All of those are considered games. It's a fun activity, but it has rules you have to follow to make the game flow correctly. An example is in this picture, they say one of my favorite games is soccer. Look at the picture. When we play soccer, everyone has to follow the rules to the game. If someone doesn't follow the rules, then they are not playing the game right, and usually whoever's in charge of the game will make them set out because they're not playing the game correctly. Here is our next one.
Decoration. I put a yellow, pink, and blue decoration on my cake because those are my favorite colors.
Decoration. A decoration is something added to give color or shape to an object.
So a decoration is what? What did they say? Something added to give color or shape to an object. I'm going to say the word and then I want you to say it. Ready? Decoration. Good job. The example is in the picture. The child is decorating a cake. He's using red and yellow and blue decorations to make the cake. Actually, it looks like it's pink, isn't it? Pink and yellow and blue decorations to make the cake exactly like they want it because that is the child's favorite color. This decoration is made from icing. Yummy. That means you can eat it and it's nice and sweet. If you could choose any decoration for a party that you were having, what would it be? Okay, let's look at the very next one. My arrow isn't there. Let me go back. And this is our word of the week that we are going to talk about. This, our new sight word for today is
Like. We like pizza.
So that is our new sight word for this week, like. And we will talk about it later too.